Hey, so I went to a place called Memory Lane Comics 2 in Wilmington, North Carolina. And since this was my last time I have to go to Wilmington, I decided to just go all out. Plus, I had some Christmas money left over. Now, they have they have two different shops, Memory Lane 1 and Memory Lane 2, and I can see right reflection. Memory Lane 2 is the better of the stores because it has the older stuff. In the back of Memory Lane 2, they have dollar bins, lots and lots of beautiful dollar comic books. And if you do the bag deal, you can get a bag for $10. And what he does is I just bring up a huge stack. He starts counting out 25, making piles of 25. This time he made out a bunch of piles of 25 and had 15 comics over. So he's like, this is 10. And then all the piles are $10 for 25 comic books. Then the 15, he wanted to call that $15. I was like, really? Okay, so I'll just go get 10 more and we can make it 25. That would make it $10. Yeah, whatever. Math. So, I got some stuff. Some of the stuff I didn't know I had because I don't have the 2099 stuff on my checklist. So I couldn't pass a Ravage 2099. So that was one I grabbed. I already have it, but that's okay. I think my particular one is rusted. So it doesn't take long for things to rust. And that's kind of weird. You would think that it's a comic book. Can it really rust? I guess it can. So Ravage 2099, I don't think I've ever read this, but I know my cousin has, and he really enjoyed it, and Punisher. And I got him standing up this time to try something different. All right, we got Archie, and yeah, I don't have a checklist of those because there's like a billion of them. So yeah, if you get one twice, you never find an Archie in immaculate condition. You just don't. It's like these things are ran through the runner. They're always beat up, and that's fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. As long as it doesn't smell like pee, I'm okay. All right, we have All-Star Comics, and it looks like it's issue number something 30. No, it's actually 21. Somebody wrote on it. I guess it killed the value. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to read that anyway. Hopefully there's nothing else in this issue, but that's messed up. But I definitely used to read the All-Star Squadron when I was a kid, and I'm looking forward to going back and either rereading them or just reading ones that I missed. I don't remember this one, so it'll be nice to read this one. I definitely already had this, but anytime I see an amalgam, I gotta grab it. So, Generation Hex. Actually, you know what? I think this is one of the ones I didn't have. But I do have as many amalgam comic books that I can get a hold of. Generation Hex, I've never read it, but my gosh, amalgam is the best. Even things you don't think you're going to like, you like. The Bullets and Bracelets surprised me. I mean, I was thinking this is going to be crap. Nope, it was good. So I definitely recommend getting any amalgam comic books you like or you see, whether or not you think you're going to like it, because you may be surprised. Brass. Now, I didn't have a checklist for Brass, but I was lucky. This is one I don't have, and I never have read these. They may be good. They may be garbage. I don't know. But I think they look cool. I think the art's fantastic. This one's not so much of an incredible cover, but these have got really great robot art. And as soon as I say that, I'm not finding anything in the particular pages I'm going through. But the covers are pretty cool. You got, see, some kind of mecha looking designs. This is 90s stuff. Really good stuff. All right, I did have this one. I don't have a checklist for cable because I don't want to go back out and buy all the cables over again. One of the comics I know I donated a bunch of them was cable, except I kept any of the ones that had the Micronauts in it, and this is one of them. I think I need number 37 is the one I actually do need. So 38 and 39, that cover is amazing. I probably have grabbed it several times because I love the Micronauts, and seeing them back in action again was the highlight of the 90s for me. We look at Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. I didn't have this on my checklist. I already have it, but you know what? It's okay. I might have this is almost a perfect copy. I don't see anything except for a little bit of junk right up here, but this is almost perfect except for the split. It's almost perfect except for all the flaws I'm pointing out, but hey, it might be better than one I personally have. This one I didn't think I had. I did have a Cops thing, but I didn't even check it because I've never seen a cover like this. And I'm wondering if, and I do have it, if it's just like been through a fire. It doesn't smell like anything's weird, but it looks like it's been deep fried. The cover on the back's not like that, so I don't know if that's supposed to be the colors. It looks like, I thought at first they made it with a brown paper bag, like a brown paper bag cover. I don't know if that's the original cover. I need to check on that. But if you know anything about this particular issue of Cops, number 2, let me know. Actually, it's called The Cops, The Job. Is that? Wait a minute. It's not Cops, it's Cops, The Job. That's why I've never seen it. I can go back and fix my checklist, because this is, I think this is the cartoon Cops. Huh. Now that I look at this more carefully, this is not the Cops that I thought it was just a few minutes ago. Cops that I thought it was Cops, It's Crime Fighting Time. That's interesting. This is actually not at all it. I think, yeah, I don't know who made Cops the car. Okay, so, all right, need to go back and fix that one then. So we have the Defenders. There was a lot of nice Bronze Age stuff that they had. I was shocked at some of the stuff I got. Hopefully we'll get it within this 10 minutes. So Defenders, I got quite a few of those. This one had an Edward McKay 45-cent sticker on it. I don't care. I'm not buying these for value. I'm buying these to read and to enjoy. And I did read a few Defenders when I was a kid. Mark from Comics Legion, We Are Legion, he always says Earth 2 is good. Now, I was like, well, if it's number 0, it gives you the origin, so, well, I'll check it out. I had a lot of Excalibur back in the 90s. I remember I got them from a downtown comic book shop that had, I was like, Excalibur, this has got a lot of the X-Men in it. So this was whenever I was in college and I was really too busy to keep up with comic books, but during the summer I would go back and go through their dollar bins, or actually, I think they were 50-cent bins back then or something. So I got a bunch of these back in the day. I've already given them away. Now I'm going back and rebuying them because they are really fun stuff to read. I think they were more interesting back then. I think I had a different sense of humor back in the 90s. So you can tell from the cover that this is funny. Not quite the same thing. This cover makes me cringe. Like, let's get past this cover. This cover is very psychedelic. I like that. I'm definitely going to read those. It's not like I'm just buying them for the covers. This cover is right up my alley with Hasta la Vista, baby. She's killed a sentinel. So she's like the Terminator who's killing the robot. Yeah. All right. And then Excalibur, when it gets a little bit more serious toward the end. I didn't read any of these back in the 90s because I don't think they existed in the 90s. And this is what really, really shocked me. It was, I was like, is this for real? Is this really? Now, it's got a lot of water damage. Now, that's why they threw it in the dollar bin. But Fantastic Four for 40 cents. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It just smells like, you know, old comic books. It doesn't smell bad. And I'm like, man, this is fantastic. Look at that Medusa. We have another Fantastic Four, number 138. Another old one, 158. Now, when I made my list out for Fantastic Four, I didn't go back this far because I thought I'd never seen anything this old. So I was really shocked to see these three. And then mine actually starts at 176. So from here on out, I know I didn't have them. I didn't have those, but I know I didn't have these. So we have Fantastic Four, 223. I swear I've seen this one several times. I don't know why I never had it. Or maybe I got rid of it. I just don't remember. Anyway, I remember reading this one back in the day, 263. I don't remember this one. I think this was after I stopped reading. I think I just read the John Burns era. Then Firestorm. I had a bunch of these back in the 90s back when I was into the whole Save the Planet thing. And then the Flash. I didn't really care for the Flash that much back then, but now it's been fun reading some of the Flashes. I think the cartoon, or the, not cartoon, but the new television series has helped to promote it a little bit more. And then, of course, the Flash had a series back in 1991, I think, the TV series. I definitely was into that. And then I think we'll just go ahead and end this video with the last Flash vandalized. That's the only other Flash I got. Well, we'll go a few more seconds. Future Quest. It's got the Herculoids on the cover. I used to want this, like they always slept on those. I used to wish I could sleep on one of those when I was a kid. But the Herculoids was a cartoon I definitely enjoyed as a kid. I was like, wow, this is a great cover. It's by DC, and it's before they got really bad, so I don't know. It's probably going to be good to read. It's got Johnny Quest in it. It looks like it's got other characters from Hanna-Barbera, so it's not just the Herculoids, although they dominate the cover on this one. But it appears to be mostly about Johnny Quest in this particular issue, which is ironic. No, I'm not disappointed. I definitely will enjoy reading it either way. Well, let me know below if this is any of these you have. Now, you might be going, gosh, you got them in alphabetical order. Yeah, I've already been through and put them in order. I can't quite get around to making videos because I'm constantly, busy with other things. So let me know if this is something you've read or any of these you've read, and which one do you recommend. Hopefully, by the time you watch this video, I'll have read of some of these and already made short reviews. Have a great day.